Hello, I am Darin Byler at Caribou Creek Log Homes. This is my father, David, and we're going to talk a little bit about the differences between milled log homes and handcrafted log homes. So maybe the first question is, what is the difference between milled houses and handcrafted log houses, and maybe in terms of the fiber that they use to begin with?
Well, the handcrafted log homes are what they sound like. Each log is hand fit and crafted to the one below it, and it's full length logs. On a milled log, it is what it sounds like, a milled product. The wood goes into a mill, comes out all the same size and stacked on top of each other.
So is the notch cut in a mill as well?
It is. Notch is cut in a notcher, and there's a place for those.
So in terms of maintenance, is there any difference between a milled log lasting not as long or longer than a handcrafted log? Is there a difference there?
So yes, there is a difference in maintenance. The milled logs do expose their end grain. They have butt joints, which we wouldn't have in a handcrafted log home. We also have an outer cambium that's saved because we just peel the bark off that actually protects the wood. Does a great job. There's homes in Europe that are 1,500 years old that are just hand peeled and don't even have a finish on them.
So in terms of fiber size, both in length and diameter, or the size of the cants, maybe in the milled log houses, is there a big difference there?
There is a bigger difference. What they start with is not anything different. In fact, it may be that they use larger logs to start with on a milled log home because they run them through a machine and get them smaller. But the end product is never, or very, very seldom, over 12 inches in diameter on a milled log home. And with our product, 14 and 16 and larger are the normal.
So one of the questions we get a lot is a handcrafted log home a lot more expensive than a milled log house in terms of the end product or the overall value versus maybe the upfront cost of the log package?
So initially, the upfront cost of a handcrafted log package is generally more money. However, at the end, I've seen it be cheaper, less expensive. And it's because of several reasons, but one would be the package in a handcrafted log home is all built here, numbered and marked, taken out and set up by us, and by the log home company, I should say. And with the milled home, that's a pretty big process. It comes out and unloaded, and then the homeowner or the contractor has to find somebody to re-erect that.
So in terms of finishes or what's all included and how complete a log package is there a big difference that people may not be seeing apples to apples on a milled versus handcrafted?
Oh, I think so. Many times there is. Our handcrafted log homes will come with a completed roof system, purlins, ridges, trusses, whatever is required to hold that roof, and it's structural. In many cases, it's structural. A milled product won't have that. It also will be come with a crew to re-erect all that and put it all together. A milled won't have that either. So Darin, you understand the electrical. Why don't you explain what that is?
Yeah, so we cut our electrical boxes in. Typically, we would ask the contractor, the electrician, what kind of boxes, and we cut a box that fits exactly for that in the logs. We drill all the electrical chases, and we even run a mule tape so that the electricians can quickly and easily pull the wire through to the boxes.
So the other thing with the handcrafted thing is when we're finished with the product here in the yard, before it gets shipped out, it is really, really complete. Like the electrical, like you explained, windows and doors, the bevels on the roofs, everything is done. There shouldn't even be a chainsaw or any kind of log work done. It's ready for more traditional framing.
Yep, no cutting on site. Okay, so back to our original question of is it really more expensive? Is there a set answer? Is there a time when one is true, or maybe a time that another is true? In the question of, is a milled log house cheaper than a handcrafted log house?
I honestly don't think there's much of a difference at all when you are comparing the same finish. Finishes in a house vary drastically. And so if you would just take the logs, have the same finish, there's many times that a handcrafted on simpler cabins is less expensive. But there's other times it's the other way around. But the difference is 5 to 10% on an overall project, typically.
I think that might really surprise some people.
Yeah.